doing well. So today I'm here to talk about food cravings, but more importantly, about ways to deal with those same food cravings. If you're anything like me, I crave chocolate all the time, especially around that time of the month. And whether I'm craving something, it's usually something very chocolatey, like Reese's, chocolate chip cookies, ice cream, and things like that. I know there's people that tend to crave saltier things like chips, but regardless of what you crave, today I'm here to talk about ways to deal with those cravings. Food cravings can be due to physiological causes, like that time of the month, but it could also be that your body is just deficient in any certain vitamin or nutrient or both. So if you're having multiple craving episodes, just try to assess your diet. You want to make sure you're not eating the same things every day, and you want to make sure that your body's just not crying out for a certain vitamin or nutrient. So always make sure you're eating a well-balanced diet. It could also be due to psychological causes, which means if you're sad, stressed out, having any type of emotional imbalance, us as human beings, we tend to look out for comfort food. And I know there's people that tend to lose their appetite when they're sad or stressed out, but like me, I know there's more people that whenever they're not feeling well, they just tend to crave things a lot more. So my number one tip is to avoid having junk food at home, because when you're having a craving, it's going to be very hard to resist that urge when you know you have all those foods available to you at home. So either that, or I would suggest just buying single portions, which means instead of having like a whole box of Reese's or cookies, just have like a muffin or one Reese's buttercup and things like that, because it's always better to have one muffin than having 6 muffins. So, and you know, when you have those cravings, if you open up that box of cookies, you're not just going to have one cookie, you're going to have the entire box. So always try to avoid, number one, buying junk food and having it at home. And if you do, just buy less of it. So this way you're less likely to eat so much of it. And my second tip is to just ignore your cravings. And I know you're thinking, how do I do that? It's so hard. But if you really don't want to indulge and you're really not ready to satisfy those cravings, just grab your to-do list. I mean, start doing something that you wanted to do that day or that you need to get done. And cravings usually don't last more than 30 minutes, longer than 30 minutes. So it's very likely, and I'm not saying that it's 100% likely, but it is likely that once you're into your routine and doing whatever you're doing, you will forget about that craving. And last but not least, allow yourself for at least an indulgence day, at least once a week. I mean, if you're eating healthy on a daily basis, one day a week is not going to kill you. I'm very big on eating healthy, and I'm a very big believer at being healthy, and I know your diet is very important, but I'm also a believer that you should be happy, and once a week, if it satisfies your craving needs, just enjoy it and just be happy. So I hope you found these tips helpful, and please don't look at your diet as a sacrifice, but instead as a way of living, and you just want to make sure your body is healthy. But once in a while, I think it's perfectly normal just to indulge, and yeah, so I guess I'll talk to you later.